Hello, welcome to the help video for homework number 23. Sorry this is a little late arriving, but it is here nonetheless. I did not have some of the tools that I needed to work on this, so that's why it's coming in late, but it is here. So here we go. So this comes from page 59 in your workbook. Here is the directions for each solution set graphed below. You got to do three things. A, describe it in words. B, describe it in set notation. Remember curly brackets. And then C, write an equation or inequality that has the given solution set. All right, so I've copied all of these onto a Jamboard because there's not really enough room to do those three tasks right here next to the problems. But I'll keep coming back. All right, so the first one has a shaded circle on 5. What that means is, I'm actually going to type this, for words, it means all real numbers equal to 5. Now, obviously, when we think about that and what that really means, it's just one solution. So it sounds a little weird to word it that way, but that's how we're going to do it. For the next one, for the set notation, I'm going to use curly brackets, and it might look something like this with the number 5 in it, curly bracket, and that's it. And then for C, and we need to come up with an equation or an inequality. This one, I'm going to say an equation, x equals 5. If you want to get cute and you want to do like, hey, my favorite number is 7. Okay, well, x plus 7, since I know that x is supposed to be 5, I'll say 5 plus 7, well, that's 12. In other words, this is an equivalent equation where x will also equal 5. Either one of these would be fine or something like it. All right, that's it for problem 1. Problem 2. This time we have a shaded dot over the fraction 5/3, which is, if you want to turn that into a mixed number, 1 2/3, that's fine. Again, in words, what is that going to look like? Words. I should probably put word set and equation for all of these, but in words, all real numbers equal to, and then I'm not going to, it's kind of tricky to type a fraction, so I'm going to use my pen tool here and write it 5/3 or 1 2/3. All right, for set notation, just put curly brackets, 5/3, and you're all set. For equation, x is equal to 5/3. This one might be a little bit tricky to try to come up with one like the second one that we did, where you have adding something to it. Maybe I could double. So I could do something like x is equal to 10/6. If you simplify that fraction, you get 5/3, same thing. Okay, 3. So again, we've got A in words, B, set notation, C, equation or inequality. All right, so this time it's an open circle and it's going to the right. So what does that mean? That means I'm talking about numbers that are bigger than 1. So all real numbers greater than 1. Now, it's greater than and not greater than or equal to. If it was shaded in, it would be greater than or equal to. For set notation, this is going to look a little different. Hold on a second here. Okay, set notation. So I'm going to do my curly bracket. This time I'll use a different variable. Maybe this time I'll say W is a real number. Remember, when we do sets like this, it's a little different. We got to put a barrier or a wall to separate. We're identifying W as real numbers because it's not just one solution, it's many. So we've got to be able to include all of those. And we're going to say W is greater than 1. Not greater than or equal to, just greater than. That's why it's an open circle. And then for the inequality, let's just say W greater than 1. If you wanted to do something like W plus 2, so add 2 to 1 is greater than 3, that's fine. All right, they're equivalent inequalities. Okay, 3 more to go. Almost there. A, B, and C. Okay, so for A, we're going to put this into words. Now this time it's a shaded in circle. So what does that mean? Okay, that means all real numbers, and we're going to the left, so that means less than. Less than or less than and or equal to 5. So because it's shaded in, we include it. So we're going to be less than 5 or equal to 5. All right. So what does that look like for set builder or set notation? Again, curly brackets. I'll use, how about variable Z? Z is real numbers, because again, I have to include everything. Put up a wall or a barrier. Z is less than or equal to 5. Curly bracket. And then if, inequality, just simply Z less than or equal to 5. If you want to be cute about it, you can do Z plus 4 less than or equal to 9. There you go. Subtract 4 from both sides, you get 5. All right, 2 more. Okay, this one looks a little different. What does it mean? All right, open circle at 2, and then arrows going both ways, meaning greater than or less than. Essentially, this is saying all other numbers. So, all real numbers, but not equal to 2. Not equal to 2. There you go. That's it. And then we'll do our curly bracket set. So this time, again, I guess I'll stick with X this time. Real. So we're talking about all real numbers. Barrier. And watch this. Inequality. Equal sign with a slash through it. And that'll be our, what we'll put down here. I'm not going to do anything fancy for this one. Oops. Mistake. If you watch the video and you see the mistake, mention it. It's not 0, Mr. Decker. Come on. It's 2. Sorry about that. Okay. And the last one. It's basically the same thing as what we just did for number 5, except for our number is going to be 4 instead of 2. Okay. So let's see if you remember what to do. Why don't you pause the video and then come back. I'm going to pause the recording, put the answer in, and then we'll see what we got. Okay, there you have it. There's your answers. So this time it's X is not equal to 4. So words, set, an equation or inequality in this case. Okay, that's it for this video. Hopefully this helped. If you still have questions, mention it in class, and we'll see you in algebra.